Funny you should bring up Nuremberg. Got something to tell you. Now, we all know Nuremberg as the litigation against the Yahtzee party, right? Where we got the bad guys. We held them accountable. But in fact, only 16 were tried and 7 were executed. Okay. And the rest we employed in our government, the CIA, and Big Pharma over here. Only 100 went to NASA. But wait, there's more. But let's meet the lawyers. Benjamin Ferencz was an investigator of Nazi war crimes and a prosecutor for the United States. Now, I need you to know, when they allowed these people to come over, they called it Paperclip, okay? Operation Paperclip. So not only did they infiltrate those areas, DARPA, the Defensive Pentagon, they also infiltrated 80 out of the 300 colleges. I'm talking every Ivy League school. Keep this in mind. Nuremberg trials held by U.S. authorities at Nuremberg, Germany. When the Einsatzgruppen reports were discovered, Ferencz pushed for a trial based on their evidence, right? When confronted with a lack of staff and resources, he personally volunteered to serve as prosecutor. He's like, I'll do it. This is where he went to college, okay? But wait. So he was born in Transylvania, okay? His family moved to Manhattan, so it says. Now, I need you to know, in 47, when Paperclip happened, when they brought these people over here, they gave them all new identities, all right? It's like being in the witness protection program. Do you understand? So they build you an entire life that is false. Keep that in mind also. He served under General Patton and went to concentration camps. He graduated from Harvard in 43. This is who he studied. His mentor was Nathan Roscoe Pound, all right? Also at Harvard, Northwest, UCLA. So those colleges, Yale, Princeton, all the Ivy League, but most especially Harvard, Yale, and UCLA. Pound was actually the dean of Harvard Law until 37. He was at Northwestern, Nebraska College of Law. President Hoover appointed Pound as one of the 11 primary members of the Workerson Commission, all right? It was essentially part of Roosevelt's New Deal, okay? That was a commission of like 11 men that were essentially like weighing the pros and cons of prohibition and police brutality and like the way that they were locking people up for making alcohol a crime, right? Also, they were poisoning people with the alcohol. Just want you to know that. Like hundreds of thousands of people. But not only that, he was pivotal in changing the West's perception of Hitler in the 30s to gain support from Americans. Now, this was the prosecution. Do you understand? And then also Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, historically was a supporter of Hitler. So now let's look at the defense. John James McCoy, an American lawyer, diplomat, banker, and presidential advisor, represented the Yahtzees. He served as Assistant Secretary of War during World War II. Okay? Also had a hand in Japanese internment, which we never talk about. It's like worse than the Holocaust. And then after that, he served as president of the World Bank. Okay? Also High Commissioner for Germany, councilman for Chase Manhattan Bank, all right? Council on Foreign Relations, and the Warren Commission. Want to know what the Warren Commission is? The people that investigated JFK's death. That's weird. He then advised presidents like for decades after. Right-hand man. Guess where he went to school? Weird. And of course, we can't leave out Allen Dulles, who negotiated their release, 1,500 that are kind of documented, all right, by the government, who was the longest running director of the CIA, but it was the OSS before that. Him and Wild Bill Donovan did some stuff. I'm not even going to get into it because I'll get sidetracked. But he also was the guy that ran the MK Ultra program with its 149 subsidiary programs where they were just experimenting on people, building hospitals to do so, drugging people, like Clockwork Orange type shit. You know what I'm saying? The operation in which he negotiated release of these people was called Operation Sunrise. What they did is they moved them through the churches in northern Italy, and they got new identities through the Red Cross. They had secret meetings, all right, in Bern, Switzerland. Guess what else is in Bern? The Swiss Patents Office, where all the intellectual property rights or the pharmaceuticals that we take here are held. All right, we're going to circle back to Ferenc. I don't know how to say his name. Ferenc. I'm American, all right? So they stayed in Germany after Nuremberg. It says he had a part in the negotiations that led to the reparations agreement between Israel and West Germany. Because remember, Israel was established in 1947. So in this reparations agreement between Israel and Germany, West Germany was to pay Israel for the cost of resettling so great a number of uprooted and destitute Jewish refugees after the war, and to compensate individual Jews Co-chairman of the Jewish Agency for Israel is Nahum Goldman. Who's that? A leading Zionist, founder of the World Jewish Congress, president of the World Zionist Organization. I need you guys to know, Zionists are not the same as Jewish people. They're not. I don't care if it's controversial. All of these people are Zionists, by the way. All of them. Every person that I mentioned here. And everyone that's running our country and everyone that's running the media. And they've just been lying to us. When Mark Twain said it's easier to fool people than it is to convince them they've been fooled, I agree. 100%. Okay, just thought I'd tell you that. Love you. I need you guys to understand, too, this is such a small part of everyone that was involved. Like, these positions are the highest government positions, the highest level in finances. It's a big club and we ain't